Hello, hello, hello. This is Tando from Cosmic Spark. I'm your spiritual godmother, and I'm back again with another video. Someone has their eye on you, collective. This card says, I will do anything to make you mine, determined. So that's what we're going to read on today. I love it because at the moment I'm really enjoying letting spirit decide what the topics are, and I'm just loving that it's a love reading because I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay. So if I can have my collective on the left and the person who is interested in them on the right, and we'll see where everyone stands. What's going on? Why does this person have their eyes on you? Like, what's the tea? Just ancestor spirit. Can you tell me where we stand at the present moment with this person who's watching the collective on the left, the person on the right, and the energy in between, in the middle, please and thank you. The Fool, so that's you. That's the energy in between, the Death card. And the person watching you is the Emperor. Oh my god, I am immediately excited for you. So this is where we stand at the moment, and then, you know, as I'm interpreting, we can ask further questions. So what I'm getting so far is you are at the beginning of something new. You might be starting over. You might have quit a job and you're starting a new one. You might be starting a new project. You could be going back to work after having a baby. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. And so, actually, yeah, I will take these cards. So this is clarifier for you. All that glitters isn't gold. Karmic, unevolved, draining, bigot, close-minded or prejudiced, pressure. So what you are starting afresh from likely involves maybe a past relationship that you had, platonic or romantic or business, wherein you felt that you were being drained of basically life, like you were just feeling not your best self, and you started making the connections that it was really surrounding a particular person, a particular organization, and you've decided to pull yourself away from it and just start a fresh new slate. Some of you might have moved to a new town, you might have just moved into a new house, and so you're getting to start afresh. And there's this sense of like leaving some pressure behind. You might have left like a six-figure job to get something that pays way less but has less stress in your day-to-day, which is something that you feel like you might need. Whatever in that sounds like you just take what resonates. Okay, now you look to be worried and focused on your next steps. This person is worried and focused on you. Okay, so this Emperor is calling in love. I miss you. So for some of you, this could be a past person. If it's not a past person, it's a new person. It could be someone that you have a past life connection with. So they're probably watching you from afar. I don't know how. It could be maybe you frequent the same spaces. Maybe you're online and they're watching you in that way. Whatever way it is, this person knows you though. Like, I don't know if you know them. There's nothing to indicate that you necessarily do, but they know you. And so if it's not a case that you've met before or that you've loved each other before, you certainly have in a past life. And so when they are watching you, because they've noticed you before you've noticed them, they're feeling this sense of nostalgia and this sense of like, I don't know her, I don't know him, but I want to know him, I want to know her, and I think that this person's going to change my life, because why is it that every time I look at her, every time I look at him, I'm feeling so many unexplainable emotions, this unexplainable pull. After I watch him or her, I'm going away and thinking about it, and it's playing and running across my mind. I'm wanting to tell people I meet and come across that I know this person or I want to know this person. I'm telling my friends that, hey, have you seen her videos? Have you seen her at that local community center running that little class that she does, because I just think that she's the best thing since sliced bread. And I wish that I would be lucky enough to get to talk to her, because I really want to. And I feel like she would really like me if she let me have a chance. I feel like I have so much. We have so many like similar interests, but she doesn't know it yet. And I just feel like if I get this opportunity, like if we just happen to be in the same elevator, if I just happen to whatever, I'm going to take that opportunity, because this is all I'm manifesting right now. This is all I'm really focused on. You have someone actively manifesting you. They could be doing heart chakra meditations and envisioning you coming into that heart space safely, where they embrace you, that sort of thing. Or they're not actively doing it in that way, but the power of the mind, yeah, I was going to say something about astrology, but that's fine. This person is obsessed with you, and they're obsessed with manifesting you. They have decided and they have come to the conclusion that you are meant to be, and you just haven't found out yet, but you will. The energy in between the both of you, if you do know who I am talking about, is one of electricity. You both find each other to be quite alluring. You can't get each other out of each other's heads. But if you don't know each other, they are just definitely looking at you like you are the siren. You are someone that draws them in. I think they really like your voice or the way that you communicate. If you're a singer and they've watched you sing before, they're like, oh my God, she has the most angelic, melodic voice that was ever gifted to a human being on this planet. Enthralled. This could be how you both see each other, how you will both see each other. Certainly how they see you. That's for dang sure. That's for dang sure. Oh, cycles repeating. Okay, now I'm curious. What cycles are we repeating? What shall I use to clarify? I'm gonna use this deck here. What cycles are we repeating here, please, Spirit? Angels, ancestor, spirit, what cycles is my collective repeating? What cycles is my collective repeating? Please and thank you, Spirit. Radical self-acceptance. What cycles is my collective repeating? Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. And I want to do one more too. Responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond, the hands that we're dealt with. Okay, I actually think that these cycles that are being repeated are one in which you both separately, you and this person, were dealing with some very similar cooked shit. I was going to say something worse, but I am trying to not swear as much, because I know that in Australian culture it's quite normal, but other people it's quite jarring. And so I feel like you both were separately in your love lives, because this is giving love more than anything, romantic love. But take it how it resonates. This could be, whatever. In your separate lives leading up to this point where you finally get to meet, you've both been experiencing really awful love situations that have tested you and had you have to rebuild your self-esteem from the ground up multiple times. But what that's done for you separately is you've grown stronger and stronger with each relationship or each situation that you leave behind, especially with, there's definitely significance here with the death card being in between you and this person. There's this energy that you're both starting afresh. So it's probably not just you that's walking away from all these situations. It's just that I think the other person that's watching you hasn't walked away recently. Like maybe theirs was a few months, a few years back, and they've kind of, for some, I'm hearing like celibate. They just haven't really been doing any of the things because of all their other shitty experiences prior. They've just decided, let's just let it go, right? whereas you are kind of recently, freshly coming out of something. And, excuse me. And so you've both built up a harder shell. You've had to really build up your self-esteem because you had so many blocks to that, so many people beating you down, and then you having to self-soothe and rebuild and heal from that. And I think now we've got two people that are high in self-esteem, people that are quite talented and much needed in their general community. You both seem like people that have a lot of backing around them. It could be family, it could be that you're very involved in your community and people know that you're this really helpful person. You could also be a healer, but then have a day job. Like, it's giving multifaceted. It's giving someone who's of service to their community actively, and you both share that and reflect that to each other. And people that have really good self control of how they communicate. So you're both not people that will be caught out saying things because, oh my God, I was just angry. You're both able to really calm and respond appropriately and logically and not be overwhelmed by your emotions, which is really nice. That's something that I can relate to and value as an air sign for sure. Okay, let me just see what the advice is from Spirit moving forward with you and this person. Angels, ancestors, Spirit, what's the advice? Please give me a second. What is the advice for my collective in dealing with this person that is actively wanting or pursuing them? So you've come through as the Knight of Cups in this deck. No, that's the Page. That's the Page of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups, and that's the energy in between you and this person. And lastly, what is the energy of the other person? Well, two cards fell out, so I guess I'll use the Fool and the Four of Pentacles, essentially, to represent the other person. Okay, I will use clarifiers, but I'll just start telling you what I'm getting first. Okay, so moving forward, the advice from Spirit is to allow yourself to explore once this opportunity presents itself, especially if you are equally seeing that this person could be valuable to you. Allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give, but also because it's the Page as opposed to the Knight, I think allow yourself to take the time out to really grow, to learn and know this person, to find out if they are fully matching in ideals in the way that they are probably coming across and wanting to communicate and highlight, because that's what one does when they're trying to win someone over. And so engage, allow yourself to sort of treat it with curiosity and allow yourself to be spoiled and looked after and enjoy the other person's company, but always keep your wits about you and make sure that everything is going as it should be and there's no mixed messaging. This other person, advice from Spirit is to allow themselves to not continue to stay in their comfort zone by not approaching you and by not making it known that they have these feelings, because clearly they've been in their comfort zone for a while. And based on that thing that I was saying, where it's either they've been celibate or they just haven't been dating. And so they've really like kept to themselves and they've really built up these belief systems or these philosophies based on what they've experienced. And Spirit is trying to give them this opportunity to show themselves that they can still get what they want, and that the world isn't all full of, dark and gloom and people disappointing you. The universe is presenting you as this option that they can really feel safe in, and they have to allow themselves to do it. And I think actually Spirit is recommending, or even Spirit is saying, that they may do this spontaneously with the Uranus symbol here. And so they might, in a moment where they're feeling a little bit more confident, or a little bit like they can actually do this, they can have what they want, they will likely reach out to you at that point. And at this moment, before I've clarified the energy in between, is that of something that is definitely going to happen. There's definitely going to be an offer of love here, and something is going to be entertained. Where it will end up in the future is up to you and this person, but I certainly see the interest being there. So you are coming across as sexy, intelligent, and maybe misunderstood. I feel like this person can objectively see how people can misunderstand you, but they're like, no, I need her to wait for me so that I can come in and show her that I see her. I see him more than those other people. I see him better, with more objectivity and more understanding than all those other people that mistreated them. This person really is giving knight in shining armor in the way that they're wanting to come across. Convenient. So this could be someone in your, whenever I get the convenient card, I always think this could be someone in your general vicinity. So this could be like someone in your general community, in your suburb. If they're online, it's someone that's not that far removed from the scenes and social circles that you interact with online. Weeks. This is coming for the energy in between. Ego in the way. Ego could be the reason that this might take a little while, or like if you're watching this and you're like, well, I haven't seen anyone, or I haven't picked up on this energy, it's because this person is laying really low. They're laying really low because them stepping out and claiming their feelings and saying that they like you and they love you, or they appreciate you, or they really want a chance to be with you, is very jarring, and it's something that they haven't done in a really long time. And so they kind of have to master and have a bit of an ego death to be able to pursue you. Materialism, that Taurian Capricorn energy. I feel a lot of sensualism in between the both of you. I feel like this union could involve a lot of spoiling each other, a lot of gift giving, a lot of physicality. Physical love language could be love language that you both really make important in your relationship, no matter what your original ones were. It'll just kind of be seamless. If you know anything about like synastry, or in astrology, it sort of discusses how do people affect each other astrologically once they've met. And it's giving, even if it wasn't your love language, like your primary one, it's not like in the first three, if you're going to list them in order. With this person, you will want to touch them and smell them and really be in your senses in that way. Sub, giving by receiving. Shadow work recommended. Confrontation incoming. This person is coming to you. Prophetic dreams. You might be a psychic, so look out for your dreams. They might give you clues as to this person, their intentions, their next steps, etc. But this person is currently definitely in their sub energy, because they're not coming to you. They're just watching you. What's that? There's no energy, there's no action behind that. It's just a thought bubble at the moment. But that I don't see lasting forever. Shadow work is recommended. Once again, this is all about the whole ego situation, the whole, they see you as this really good person, but then they're scared because of all their bad experiences. So somehow they have to do shadow work to marry those two things, and then really speak to themselves and say, am I going to allow this piece of evidence to stop me from connecting with this person in this way, or in a deeper way, or in a way where I could be really lucky and end up having everything I've ever dreamed and everything I've ever wanted? All it would take would be a bit of self-trust and a bit of faith. One must have faith in life. Otherwise, you will continue staying in the same patterns because you're too scared to jump and leap and try something new and alchemize and transmute and end up in an even higher and bigger place. So yeah, confrontation is needed. Confrontation is coming. I think spirit is going to weigh down on this person so heavily that they will come to you one way or another. So if you haven't seen them yet, allow them to come to you. If you have seen them, then know that there is more coming. There will be confessions to be had. There will be long conversations. There will be DNMs talking about how do we see our future? What do you think your ideal of a relationship is? What does that look like? What would I need to do to satisfy you? All of those like really important conversations need to be had. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I am excited always to do these readings for you. It really pleases me. It fills my cup. And I hope, if anything, that if you enjoy them, you can feel like you could come to me to get a reading and to get guidance for something. You can always find me at cosmicspark.blog. You can email me at info.cosmicspark.com if you've got any questions or want to ask anything about my services before we proceed. And I'll see you in the next one.